Hi, ladies. This video is for you. You may not think this, but your brain health and your hormone health or balance can impact your immune system. So, I am going to go through 3 essential oils with you today and a simple acupressure protocol to help balance out your hormones, which will or can impact a ton of things, right? So, your cycle, the length of the cycle, if you suffer from PMS, if you have a painful cycle, if you are pre or postmenopausal, if you're trying to get pregnant. So, all of these symptoms that can help, but it's also going to boost your immune system, which we are focusing on right now with these videos. All 3 of them are great for hormonal balance. The first one I'm going to start with is rose. Beautiful, feminine, but expensive. So if you want a very luxurious protocol, rose is the way to go. It's so expensive because it takes a ton of rose petals to make this small bottle of oil. The next 2 we can kind of differentiate between. There is clary sage and geranium. Not everyone falls in these extremes, but clary sage is more for, what do they say, kind of the pepper, like you cut a pepper, right? And it's just a strip, not much for curve to it. Geranium is a little bit more for your curvy woman. The clary sage is more, if you describe yourself as a little more tightly wound, easily irritable, clary sage is good for you. Geranium would be for the woman who's complaining about feeling heavy, like they always feel like they have extra in the middle that they're trying to get rid of. You can use either one, but if you have both and are trying to decide which one would be best for you, tend towards irritability when things especially aren't going their way, clary sage is for me. Clary sage actually always makes me think of birth because it's an oil that can help strengthen contractions. So let's talk about the points that we can use. So the first one is on the inner ankle. I've used it before. You'll notice there are points that are really commonly used, and that's because they're awesome at what they do. So start at the tip of your internal malleolus and the Achilles tendon. Go right in between, and that is kidney 3. So I have a fresh drop of oil right there. And if you haven't watched the other videos, I will press there for starting a minute when I'm first learning the protocol, but then I want you to work your way up to 2 to 3 minutes, so both sides. So being at the lower ankles, actually most of this is on the feet and the legs, so you can do the points at the same time, which is really awesome. The next point, I'm just grabbing some oil from my other finger, because I put the drop on there and kind of went like this in the beginning. Go up from that tip of the malleolus, put your hand there with your fingers, and where your fingers ends, in the middle of this area is spleen 6. I actually would write with my thumb to press this point. So this is another great one for your hormonal health. You switch directions. Now we're on the lateral part of your leg, starting below your knee, going down your shin bone just to the outside. This is stomach 36. You've heard me talk about it a lot. You can also go to the end of your hand using that same measurement on the bone, over an inch or so into the muscle, and press there. The next one we are going to do is over where the uterus would be. So if I stand up, oh, you guys, this is a piece of tape. My daughter said it was a sticker for being the best mom ever. Got to appreciate those sentiments right now when I'm doing a lot of momming during the day. All right, so if you find the center of your navel and you find the top of your pubic bone, so this is Ren 3. You just go up about an inch, giving you a reference point. This is Ren 4. So this would be another really great place to hold the essential oil. It's going to be tricky to show on the back. I will try my best, but there are some points on the back that have a similar effect. In line with the second vertebral foramen. Let me see if I can do this. I might just end up cutting this video. So right at kind of the tip of the tailbone, that's below your 5th. If you can notice this, you go up below your 4th, below your 3rd, below your second bone. So you can put the essential oil right there along the middle of your back and right along this line through the edge of the muscle. This is all for your kidneys, which are largely responsible for your hormonal health. When in doubt, you don't have to be so specific. I'd put a drop or two on your palms and just rub it over your low back. If you are someone that tends towards having an achy low back, it would be really nice for you to put those oils on and then put a heating pad or hot water bottle to drive the oils in even further. Similarly, your belly, if you're someone who gets cramps, maybe putting that essential oil on below the navel and then putting some heat on there. I hope you are doing well. I often see women once a week for hormonal balance, so I know that some people are starting to kind of shift off of how they're feeling. So I hope this protocol at home is something that benefits you. Take care. Have a great rest of the week, and I'll send you something new soon.